Welcome to the video guys. Here we are going to discuss very basic Linux commands that could be of very great use to you in your daily life. First of all, we are going to say hello to our Linux environment using echo hello. Very simply we have said hello. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 will give me the same expression. What if I want to evaluate this expression? I will just pass the same expression and pipe this to BC and it will evaluate the expression. Fair enough, if I want to get the value of a variable, I can use this way, and this is giving me the value of my path variable. Let us clear the screen using clear command. Great. After that, you would like to know where you are in your current Linux environment. For that you can write pwd standing for present working directory, and you are inside home Ashwin Sharma. Now since you have known where you currently are, you might like to know the content of your present working directory. That can be done using ls. And here you can see it is listing all the content of your present working directory. After that you can put the a flag to get the hidden files as well, and here every file that is starting from a dot is a hidden file. Let us clear our screen. I can put -l to get detailed explanation of all the files in my system. Here you can see these are the names of the files on the right, where the blue ones are directory for now. Let us see here. The first character tells either the thing is a directory or a file. Development.csv was a file, so the first alphabet was left empty. However, for the directories it is written D. Simple enough. Now what is this? First three characters stand for user, the next three for group, and the third three for the others. Read, R means read, W means write, X means execute. This tells the user can read, write and execute. The same holds for group. But for others, the others cannot write this file. They can only read and execute this file. Let's come to development.csv. It is a file, that's why it is not D. After that it can be read, it can be written, but not executed. Of course you are not going to execute a CSV file. However, for others it is only read. As simple as that. Let's move forward. To make a directory I can use mkdir, and let me name my new directory sandbox. To change to a directory we can use cd. So cd sandbox will take me to sandbox directory. If I list, there is something inside the sandbox directory as we created this just now. Let us populate touch fresh.txt. This will create a fresh file. If I read the content of file using cat, it will give me nothing. Let us populate this file as well. I am sending the content of echo. I am sending the content. Let's populate the file fresh.txt. I am sending the content of echo, that is hello file, to fresh.txt. Now if I read the file again, fresh.txt, I can see the output is hello file. Now what if I again echo this? Will it overwrite? Let us check using some other text. And let us read the file. Now you can see this is overwritten text. That means the echo command with a single directive overwrote the content of my file. How to append? That is very simple. Just put double directives and here write append. Then read the same file and you can see the new text has been appended. That is because there are double directives. Let us make another directory here, that is nested directory. To remove a directory we can use rmdir and nested directory can be removed here. As simple as that. If I list, there is nothing. Let us clear this, and I am making the nested directory again, that is verified here. Now I want to copy the content of fresh.txt inside a new file with the name newfile.txt inside nested directory. So what is the command? cp stands for copy, the source is fresh.txt, and I want to put it inside nested directory with the name newfile.txt. Simple enough. If I list, there is no change here, but if I navigate to nested directory and then list, you can see newfile.txt has been created, and if we read this file again now, the output is exactly the same as fresh.txt. Now let us clear the clutter on our screen. I am going one step outer, that is using double dots, and you can see my working directory has become sandbox. If I list here, the content is fresh.txt. How can I list the content inside nested directory without navigating to it? That is using ls nested directory, and it is listing the content inside the nested directory, that is newfile.txt. Clear enough. Now how do we remove fresh.txt? That is simple, rm for remove and then fresh.txt. If I list now, the fresh.txt file has gone forever. Now inside the nested directory we have, wait a second. Now inside the next nested directory we have newfile.txt. What if there were many files inside this? For example, I am running touch fresh from 1 to 10.txt. It creates 10 files that are named fresh 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. But notice that all the files are outside the nested directory. To move all the files inside nested directory, what we do, mv for move fresh 1 to 10.txt inside nested directory. And now you can see all the files have been moved. What if I list nested directory now? And you can see all the files have been moved inside the nested directory. As simple as that. Now if I want to remove the nested directory, it won't be removed. The reason is that it is not empty. How to remove this? To remove a file we use rm. Now to empty our directory we will use rm recursively. How to do that? With the r flag for recursive and the nested directory. And now nested directory is gone forever along with all the contents of that file, of that directory. Now sometimes cat command is not very economical for us. For example, if I try to read the file this, you can see it is filling up my space. That is not what I want here. So what I will do, less command is useful here. I write less in this. Now you can see it is only taking my screen space. I can navigate using the arrow keys up and down. To exit this view I can use the Q and it has been exited. Now what if I want to get some lines from the head, that is using 10 lines, and I want to get 10 lines from let's talk in java.srt, and you can see it has given me 10 lines starting from the top of this file. What if last? That is simple, inside of head we can write tail, and now it is giving me 10 lines from the last. As simple as that. Let's get back to the directory sandbox. Now you can see there was tilde. What does this tilde stand for? It stands for home. That is yours home. For example, I can use tilde here and I am redirected to my home. PWD is my home. Okay. Tilde can be used to navigate from your home. The sandbox directory is empty. So let me just create some files here. Fresh.txt. And you can see. What if I do ls with l flag? Here I get read write and read. To change the permissions we can use chmod, that stands for change mode, and I can use +x and then fresh.txt. What does it do? Let us see. Here you can see it has become executable for everyone, the user, the group as well as the others. That is because I use +x, so it added executable to all three. Now we can also write change mode -x fresh.txt. It will just take out that x from every group and make the file not executable. Let us verify this thing. ls with l flag, and you can see executable has been removed for everyone. Now if I only want to make it executable for the user, how can I do this? U plus x. Now what it does, it adds executable inside of the user and then fresh.txt. Now if I again list with l flag, you can see only the user has the access. Now since I could do this for user, I could also do this for group. For doing this with group, we can use g plus x and then the name of the file fresh.txt. And you can see executable has been added to the group. That is how simple it is. Now, once again, the owner of this file is Ashwin Sharma, right? We can also change the owner Ashwin for fresh.txt. Now the user Ashwin does not exist. So how do we add a new user? That is using user add and the name of the user, that is new user. Now you can see permission denied. That is because I am not the super user. To become the super user, you can use the sudo command, enter your password, and temporarily you are a super user. Now you can see new user already exists. You can now do change owner new user for fresh.txt. But again, it requires sudo. And now you can see fresh.txt has been owned by new user. Meanwhile, the group is this. How to change the group? chgrp, that stands for change group, and you can change the group to root for fresh.txt. Now it is again not permitted. For that we need sudo, and let me clear this and then list. Now you can see the group is root and the owner is new user. I am neither the owner nor the root for this. That is it. Now when you are using Linux for a long time, you might forget for how much time you are using. For that you can use uptime. It tells you for how much time your computer is up. After that you could also forget your name. For that who am I can be used, and it will tell you who are you. After that, if you forget which device are you on or what is the name of your computer, that is host name, and here it is my name. To see processes in a very interactive way, you can use htop or btop. I am using btop because it is my favorite, and you can see how beautiful interface it has. To kill obsidian that is running, we can use pkill and then pass obsidian. And you can see obsidian is gone here. Now let us move forward. There is a package manager app that I talked earlier. You can use install command to install something, for example neofetch. But you can see it does not open the log file because there is a permission error. To get the permission, use sudo. And you can see it is already installed there as it is. Now before installing something, you should also notice you need sudo apt update. This updates the repositories and the database. Since you have updated, you can also upgrade your system. It upgrades all your packages to the latest version. For now I am skipping it. And you can also use sudo apt list. It lists all the packages that are installed in your system. But how do I filter? To filter this, we can use pipe. Pipe command will transfer the output of this command to the input of grep. Now what is grep? Grep is global regular expression print. What does it do? It finds regular expression. For example, if I write telegram, you can see it matched telegram in all the files, right? I can also do one thing. If I do cat and then this, and then I also use grep with pipe, and I can 12, for example, matching case. Okay, here I could not find this file. You can see if I just cat this and pipe with grep, the things with the passed expression can be listed here. Wherever it matched with 12, it has listed all the things here. If you are an NVIDIA user, you might love to see your NVIDIA card being in action. For that you can use NVTop, and it will show you which graphics card is being used in your system. The second is integrated, the first is dedicated. Let us clear this. To come out of that, we could use Ctrl+C. Now to edit a file, we can use nano fresh.txt, and here I can hear. But you can see file is unwritable. Why is it so? This is because of the permission that I just set a few moments ago. How to change the permissions here? U+W for fresh.txt. But before that, what I need to do, change owner to Ashwin Sharma, that is me myself, fresh.txt. Now you can see I am the owner of this file. So now I can just edit this file using nano, and you can see the warning is gone. This is the new content. To save this, Ctrl+O, hit enter, Ctrl+X. Now we can verify this, and this is the content that I just wrote there. The other way to edit your file is using Vim, but Vim is not installed. I will install it using sudo apt install Vim. Since Vim is installed, I can use it to edit my file fresh.txt. And I am inside my file already. Now to save this, what you do, press escape and press WB. Press escape and press Q. Content, to exit Vim, we can press the exit key, then colon, then type exit and enter. And now we are outside of Vim.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Let us clear our terminal and exit it. Finally, I would like to tell you how to find a file. You can type find name to find a file by name, of course. New file.txt. For example, I want to find a file with the name new file.txt inside the current working directory. Now it will find all the positions where this file is located. Great. What if I want to do a system-wide search? You can do sudo find space name, and for example, I want to find all the files that contain vol. In the last, they end with XML. And you can see all these files contain vol and they end with .xml. Let us improve our query. Metainfo.xml is continuous. Before this, there could be any number of characters or even 0. And you can see whatever files I am getting, they are ending with metainfo.xml. And lastly, to shut down your system, you can do power off. To reboot your system, you can do reboot. To log out your system, you can do log out, as simple as that.